How you doing?
All the roses that spring up from the ground, you run over to show me what you found. With all your poses and all the ways you sound, you're the roses that spring up from the ground. Oh, the strong wind that blows in from the field. You're the oldest, so tell us what you'll yield. All the wounded and all those who have healed. You're the strong wind that blows in from the field. Oh, the rose that grows and the wind that blows. Oh, the elm branch that burns up in the fire. Call the foreman to tell him you're for hire. Break your body, toil, nary tire. You're the elm branch that burns up in the fire. Oh, the whole world that turns its way around. Turn the lights off on your way back down. Sell your artwork for pennies on the pound. You're the whole world that turns its way around. Oh, the fire that turns and the world that burns. Oh, the roses that spring up from the ground. Call your brother to tell him you're in town. With all your fury and all of your sound. You're the roses that spring up from the ground. You're the roses that spring up from the ground. Thank you. Am I good? Well, this is great. You guys look really good today. My name's Brine Webb. I'm a songwriter. I play music for a living. It's ridiculous. My life is a joke, and it's awesome. So far. I guess I was thinking of some stuff to try to say, and I was having a conversation last night. I went to Duncan to play, which was a nightmare. They do not like me there. For real. I was getting heckled by a guy. I don't know if he was drunk or had a speech impediment or something, but I couldn't really understand him. And then this other guy who just got out of prison after 6 years for armed robbery or something was like, "Hey bro, back off." And it was I thought he was gonna break his probationary rules or something for me. And it was just rough. And then they turned on country music like halfway through, and that was like the hook. Anyways, I was talking to the girl that had me come down, and she was asking me, why do you write songs? And I hate that question because I don't think there's a good answer for that. But people also always ask me, how do I write songs? And I don't like that question either, because I feel like anybody that writes songs and music, at least anybody that feels the way about it that I do, knows that there isn't a good answer for either of those questions. And it's just, I've been trying to come up, because I get asked those two questions a lot, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized that I think it ultimately is one answer for both questions. It's like, how and why do I write songs, write the songs that I do write? And I think it comes down to, I have a story, and sometimes it's a story about myself to tell to somebody else. And sometimes, like the song I just sang, it's a story about somebody else for somebody else. And sometimes, the hardest to explain is sometimes I want to tell a story about myself to myself. It sounds funny, but those are the hardest songs to finish, and those are the hardest songs to perform, because they're the most secret. But I do it anyway because they're always the best ones, or the best to me, I think. I don't know, but they're fresh. It's fresh. Just to tell all your secrets, it's humiliating. And how many times can you tell a bunch of strangers like the worst thing that's happening to you before you stop caring about it anymore? So in a way it is therapeutic, but it's so much more than that, because I don't do it for therapy. It just ends up being that way. Anyway, I still don't have a good answer for those questions, but I'm working on it. I'm 28. I got like a good 10 years more probably before I have to have that figured out. At least, hopefully. What's the life expectancy now? Like 40? I don't smoke or drink. I'm good for like 15. Anyway, this is one of those songs that I wrote to sing to myself. I've been stupid, I've been blind, let you slip right through my fingers. All the perfect love you gave me is gone. I seem troubled, you seem fine, and though my memory still lingers, all the perfect love you gave me is gone. All the perfect love you gave me is gone. All the perfect love you gave me is gone. Oh, give me a home where I don't have to be afraid of the souls of all who I've killed. Let's take down the fence and we can sleep out where the wind can blow. A moonlight blue field. Just show me a place where I can lay down my head and wait for the day break to fall and wash out the night. The sun falls like May on a sidewalk with rain. Daylight splashes the earth. Do you know what I am? Thank you very much.